I will explain the login. Uh, Note that just remember the email that you use in registration and the mobile number because that's your uh, login information. So, uh, uh, gmail.com, and then your mobile number that you use. So click login, and then login success. Click OK, and then pre-registration successful. Congratulations, you're now pre-registered. And then your card, and it will give you your schedule of your vaccination, your date, your time, your vaccination set, and the manufacturer. That's it. First, this is our first form, vaccination registration system, and then we have register and login. I will run it, and then I will click this register. When you click this register, you will go into fill up this personal information. Last name is example Lauron. RB. The middle name is Patang. In this suffix, if you have no suffix, you can choose this hyphen, and then birth date is March 3. Place of birth, the gig, then civil status is single, sex is married, and then mobile number is email address, which is 4, house number is 3, the gig, the zip code is 16. Okay. The next page will explained by Tintin Oliveros. Thank you.
In this section, the form is designed to ask the user to identify the possible symptoms that the user may experiencing. The form consists of questions, the two checkbox with the option "Oo" and "Hindi." The following symptoms, the following symptoms. In this section, the form is designed to ask the user to identify the possible symptoms that the user may be experiencing. The form consists of question and two checkbox with the option "Oo" and "Hindi." The following symptoms the following symptoms stated include ubo, sipon, pananakit ng lalamunan, and other symptoms that could possible indicate an infection of COVID-19 virus. Aside from the symptoms, the questionnaire also asks the user if the user had previously tested positive from COVID-19 or an encounter with a person who tested positive. A question asking if the user has been out of the country is also in the list. The purpose of the questionnaire is to determine the examine if the user could have contacted the COVID-19 disease. Form is continuation of medical history in the previous form. However, this form focuses on the previous illness that the user contacted for the past years. The purpose of this form is to identify the history of illness of the user to provide information that health institution and medical expert will use to know a background of the user health. The form consists of three parts, which are pregnancy, chronic illnesses, and possible allergies. The first section identifies the possible pregnancy status for women, especially if they are pregnant, breastfeeding, or their specific pregnancy trimester. The next one asks the user about the previous chronic illnesses that could possibly run in their families of their family. Some some of some of which are hypertension, asthma, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and many more. The last section is allocated for any allergens that the user may have include food allergies, pollen allergies, and pet allergies.
So in this sector ID form, the system asks the user regarding its status or sector in the upper part of the system. The user is asked to identify in which category the user belongs to. So the option given are solo parent, PWD, lactating mother, and informal settler. Below this section, the user can input personal information regarding the user status. The information fields that will be filled out by the user are ID type, ID number, vaccination purpose, and registrant category. And all button except ID number have a drop-down menu in which user can choose from. So the second section of this form is the data privacy consent, which asks the user to give their consent to collect and user their information for medical purposes. So in this form, the system asks the user regarding its status ka
I will explain also our database. We use Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio for our database. And then we created a table for some forms. Then top 200 rows. If you edit top 200 rows, you will see every records that registered in our system. So we have first name, last name, middle name, suffix, X, civil status, birthday, place of birth, email address, mobile number, house number, street, and then table medical history. P1 o P1 hindi. If it's true, if it's oo, then true, it's false, then medical history true. Uh, hypertension, you have, so that's all the record. Then TB sector. If you have solo parent, if you are a solo parent, then it's true. If you're not solo parent, then it's false. Same as PWD, lactating mother, informal settler. And then you have this ID type and then ID number. Then vaccination purpose, first dose. And then your category. That's it.